I kept the hallway lamp burning long after you took your name. I thought if the house stayed warm enough, you might walk through here again. Sometimes a man keeps lighting rooms for somebody who moved on. The rain was soft against the windows. Your old clock said 2:30. I sat beside the narrow hallway, watching shadows where you used to move. You always left that little lamp on when I worked later than I should. Said nobody ought to come home to a house that feels no good. I never thanked you for that kindness, never thought the light could end. Now I turned it on each evening like a prayer I couldn't send. I used to see that light as ordinary, something waiting by the wall. Now it looked like every little love I never noticed there at all. I kept the hallway lamp burning like your footsteps might return. I kept the hallway lamp burning while my heart refused to learn. Every night it lit the doorway, every night you stayed away. I kept the hallway lamp burning for a love that had already changed. Your umbrella stood behind the coat rack, dust collecting on the handle. There was one old photograph beside it, you in white beneath the candle. You had written on the back, don't let the little things grow cold. I remember laughing at that sentence like love could never grow old. But little things became the distance, little nights became the years, little silences turned heavy till they carried all your tears. A heart don't always break from thunder, sometimes it breaks from missing flame. One small kindness left forgotten can make a whole house lose its name. I kept the hallway lamp burning like your footsteps might return. I kept the hallway lamp burning while my heart refused to learn. Every night it lit the doorway, every night you stayed away. I kept the hallway lamp burning for a love that had already changed. Hammond hums beneath the rainfall, guitar bends a slow reply. Horns breathe low beyond the doorway like a train passing by. I found your note inside the drawer where we kept the extra keys. You wrote, I don't need grand forever, I need tonight to notice me. That line sat there for nearly 3 years while I rushed from day to day. stop coming through that doorway. She had carried too much heart. Could that light have brought her home? Light can't call back what is gone. Sometimes love leaves you a lesson, then keeps walking toward the dawn. I finally understood that lamp. It was never just a bulb by the hallway. It was you saying, I thought about you before you came home. And for years I walked through that light without understanding what it meant. Then you left, and I tried to make the same little lamp do the work I should have done while you were here. But no light can apologize, no hallway can ask forgiveness, and no empty house can hold somebody who finally learned to choose herself. I kept the hallway lamp burning, like your footsteps might return. I kept the hallway lamp burning while my heart refused to learn. Every night it lit the doorway. Every night it lit the doorway. Every night you stayed away. I kept the hallway lamp burning for a love that had already changed. I kept the hallway lamp burning long after you took your name. I thought if the house stayed warm enough, you might walk through here again. Sometimes a man keeps lighting rooms for somebody who moved home. The rain was. I left the kitchen light on for you. Though I knew you weren't coming home, set one plate beside my coffee and sat there listening alone. Sometimes habit keeps a light burning after hope is packed and gone. Rain was tapping on the back door, just the way it used to do. When you'd come in shaking water from that old brown coat of yours, you would laugh and warm your hands there by the little stove at night, and I'd complain about the weather while you made the whole room bright. Now the chair across the table held the silence like a guest, and the kitchen clock kept turning while I learned what absence meant. I used to leave you there still waiting while I chased another day. Now I waited in the same room for somebody far away. I left the kitchen light on for you, like old love might lose its way. I left the kitchen light on for you till the dark gave up on day. Every plate and every shadow knew what I refused to know. I left the kitchen light on for you, but you had nowhere left to go. Your recipe card was by the sugar, with a stain along the side. You had written, add more patience, then drew a little heart beside it. I remembered Sunday mornings, flour dust upon your clothes. You would sing beneath your breathing while the coffee slowly rose. I was always reading papers, always halfway somewhere else. You kept building little mornings, I kept living for myself. She was giving you a lifetime in the smallest things she made. But love gets tired of setting tables for a man who comes home late. I left the kitchen light on for you, like old love might lose its way. I left the kitchen light on for you till the dark gave up on day. Every plate and every shadow knew what I refused to know. I left the kitchen light on for you, but you had nowhere left to go. Hammond hums beneath the rainfall, guitar cries between the lines. Horns rise warm above the table, then fall behind the chime. There was one cup with a small crack you refused to throw away. Said some broken things still hold us if we're careful every day. I laughed and called you sentimental, never heard the truth inside. Now I hold that cup at midnight like a sermon to my pride. We were cracked long before leaving, still you handled us with care. I kept thinking love was sturdy just because it lingered there. Why'd I keep that light still burning?
You were scared to close the night.
Why'd she stop sitting at that table?
She got tired of losing fights.
Could I have saved what we had?
Not after every chance was gone.
You learned the weight of being lonely when you finally sat alone. I understand this kitchen now. It was never just where we ate. It was where you waited for me, where you tried to tell me about your day, where you asked me to sit down and I kept saying in a minute. I thought minutes would cheat. I thought there would always be another supper, another Sunday, another light over this table. Then you left, and every ordinary thing became holy. The cup, the chair, the stove, the little yellow bulb above my head, all the places where love had been asking me to stay. I left the kitchen light on for you, like old love might lose its way. I left the kitchen light on for you till the dark gave up on day. Every plate and every shadow knew what I refused to know. I left the kitchen light on for you, but you had nowhere left to go. One morning I cleared the table, put your cup back on the shelf, washed the plate I kept beside me, made one breakfast for myself. I opened up the back door slowly, let the early sunlight in. There was no sign you'd ever enter, still the room could breathe again. I didn't throw away your recipe or that heart you drew in blue. I just stopped pretending memory was the same as having you. I left the kitchen light on for you, held the silence like a guest, and the kitchen clock kept turning while I learned what absence meant. I used to leave you there still waiting while I chased another day. Now I waited in the same mood. I saw the last light leave the window just before the morning rain. For years that glow had meant you waited. Now it would never burn the same. Sometimes darkness tells a man what daylight tried to explain. I stood across the narrow street, underneath the broken sign, looking toward our second floor window, like I had a right to call it mine. The curtains moved behind the glass, then the little lamp went low. I told myself you might relight it, but somewhere in me I knew you had spent too many evenings keeping one small light for two. Now you were finally done making a home for someone passing through. I used to see that window glowing and think love would always stay, never knowing every night I wasted was helping dim the flame. I saw the last light leave the window and the whole street turned to gray. I watched the place that once held forever let the final warmth fade away. I saw the last light leave the window and I knew what I had lost. You had kept that light between us till waiting became too much. You once stood behind those curtains when my car turned down the lane. I'd see your shadow lift one hand through the silver evening rain. You'd open up the front door smiling, even when I came home late. And I got used to being welcomed like love could never change its shape. Then one year your shadow stopped appearing, though the lamp was burning still. You had already started learning how to live against your will. A light can tell somebody welcome, but it cannot make them care. She kept giving you a doorway till she stopped believing you'd be there. I saw the last light leave the window and the whole street turned to gray. I watched the place that once held forever let the final warmth fade away. I saw the last light leave the window and I knew what I had lost. You had kept that light between us till waiting became too much. Hammond rolls beneath the rainfall. Guitar bends a low goodbye. Horns breathe softly down the empty street, then vanish with the night. I remembered one late summer when the power failed till dawn. You lit 3 candles on the table and we talked with nothing on. No radio, no telephone, no reason You said, this is all I need from you. Just stay with me this way. I promised I would remember, but promises are easy won. By winter I was gone most evenings, leaving you to face the storm. Why'd the window finally darken?
She got tired of lighting home.
Why'd she stop standing by?
She had learned to stand alone.
Why'd I only see the meaning
when there was no light to save?
Some men don't see what love was given till the room turns dark and gray. I thought that window belonged to the building, just glass, curtains, a little lamp. But every night you turned that light on, you were telling me there was still a place for me. I never treated it like a gift, I treated it like a guarantee. Then one morning I stood in the rain and watched that glow disappear. No argument, no final speech, just darkness where your patience used to shine. That was the moment I knew you had stopped leaving a light for me. I saw the light. The porch light stayed on for weeks after you stopped coming home. Every midnight I looked through the curtain, hoping I'd see you on the road. Sometimes a light keeps waiting long after somebody is gone. Rain kept shining on the sidewalk. Your chair stayed near the door. I left your old umbrella standing where you'd placed it there before. Every car that slowed outside made my foolish heart believe you might step out wearing that blue coat and say you never meant to leave. I kept 2 cups beside the coffee, kept your slippers by the bed, like keeping little things in place could change the words you'd said. You told me not to wait for you, but waiting was all I knew. I had spent years making you wait. Now the waiting belonged to me too. The porch light stayed on for weeks, burning through the midnight rain. I kept thinking you'd remember and come walking home again. The porch light stayed on for weeks while the whole house learned the truth. I had finally learned to wait after I ran out of time with you. Mrs. Carter from next door asked me why I kept it bright. Said, son, that bulb's been burning every morning, every night. I told her you might come by for something that you'd left. She looked at me with tired kindness, like she understood the rest. You had taken every picture, every letter that you cared to save. Nothing was calling you, except the hope I couldn't tame. He called the light a welcome, but she had closed that road. You can't guide somebody home again when hope became the law. The porch light stayed on for weeks, burning through the midnight rain. I kept thinking you'd remember and come walking home again. The porch light stayed on for weeks, while the whole house learned the truth. I had finally learned to wait after I ran out of time with you. Hey, Hammond rose beneath the rainfall. Guitar bends a lonely cry. Horns breathe low across the front room, like headlights passing by. One evening I found your old glove behind the radiator grate. I held it like some evidence that love might change its fate. I remembered winter mornings when you warmed my car outside. You'd laugh and tell me, hurry baby, while snow blew side to side. Back then I hated being late, because you were waiting there. Somewhere I forgot that loving means remembering somebody cares. Why'd I leave the porch light burning? You were hoping she'd return. Why'd she never walk back through it? She had nothing left to learn. Why'd I finally start waiting? Because loss can change a man. You finally stood where she had stood and felt what she had carried in her hands. I used to come home late and see that porch light shining like a promise I never had to earn. I never wondered who turned it on, never wondered how long you sat inside listening for my key. Then you left, and I became the man at the window. I counted headlights, I listened for footsteps. I finally understood waiting when there was nobody left who owed me their return. The porch light stayed on for weeks, burning through the midnight rain. I kept thinking you'd remember and come walking home again. The porch light stayed on for weeks, till the lessons settled deep. Rain still falls across the sidewalk, but I knew the night had changed when your chair stayed empty. I called your name once into the hallway, but only the old clock answered back. Some doors don't slam when love leaves, they just stop opening at last. Your cup was turned upside down by the sink. Your coat was gone from the hook. The little lamp beside the sofa still burned above your book. I stood there holding yesterday, like yesterday could breathe. I never knew how quiet a room could get. You used to wait beneath that light. Then one night you stopped waiting, and I never asked what for. I thought love would keep forgiving. I never saw the distance growing right there in your tired eyes. You left the light on when you left me, like you knew I'd come home late. You left the light on when you left me, but you didn't leave a reason to wait. I walked in looking for forever, found an empty room instead. You left the light on when you left me, and every shadow said what you never said. There was a note beside the record player, not a letter, just one line. I hope someday you hear the silence. You kept calling yours and mine. I read it till the needle reached the end. I thought about the nights you asked if we were lovers or just friends. I laughed and said, don't make it heavy. You looked down and let it go. Now that sentence lives inside me, like the saddest thing I know. She needed one honest night, one man who hurt her while she loved him, before she had to choose her life. You left the light on when you left me, like you knew I'd come home late. You left the light on when you left me, but you didn't leave a reason to wait. I walked in looking for forever, found an empty room instead. You left the light on when you left me, and every shadow said what you never said. Hammond rises beneath the rainfall. Guitar answers low and slow. Horns breathe softly through the doorway. I found your scarf behind the bedroom door, still holding your perfume. I sat down on the edge of the bed. You wore that scarf the night we danced in the kitchen after 2. Back when I still stopped the world for you. I became a man who thought your love would stay. You became a woman learning how to live another way. When did she stop believing? When belief hurt every day. When did she stop reaching? When you kept turning away. Why'd she leave the light on? Maybe mercy has a flame. She left enough for you to see, but not enough to call her name. I used to think goodbye would be loud. I thought they'd be crying in the doorway. But yours was a lamp burning in an empty room, a scarf behind a door. You had said enough in all the nights I didn't listen. That light only showed me what I had done. And for once, I finally looked. You left the light on when you left me, like you knew I'd come home late. You left the light on when you left me, but you didn't leave a reason to wait. I walked in looking for forever, found an empty room instead. You left the light on when you left me, and every shadow said what you never said. Months passed and I kept that lamp there, burning through the evening rain. Like turning it off meant forgetting the pain. Then one Sunday before sunrise, I touched the switch and let it fade. The room went dark and something in me changed. I didn't stop remembering you. I only learned that love can end and still leave something true. You left the light on when you left me, and now I know what it was for. Not a promise you'd be coming back. Oh, you left the light on when you left me, so one day I could find. I found your book beside the window, open where you left that night. One corner folded toward a sentence you had underlined twice. Sometimes a page left behind says what lips could never say. Rain was tapping on the glass, the room was low. Your chair still faced the lamp, but you were nowhere home. I picked the book up from the cushion, saw your pencil in the seam. Beside one line you wrote in small words, a heart gets tired of being unseen. I sat there with that sentence till the record reached its end, wondering how many times you told me, and I looked away. You left little truths around me. I kept walking past the signs. You wrote out your sorrow while I wasted borrowed time. You left your words beside the window where the midnight rain could see. You left the truth in faded pencil for the man I failed to be. You left your words beside the window, and they found me after dawn. I read what you were feeling after you were already gone. There were notes along the margins, little dates from years before. One said he came home early, one said we laughed like before. Then farther down the pages, the handwriting changed its tone. He says he loves me, but I wonder why I feel so book, then opened it. Every page became a mirror, and every mirror knew my name. She was not hiding from you. She was hoping you'd look near. Some people whisper with a pencil when speaking disappears. You left your words beside the window where the midnight rain could see. You left the truth in faded pencil for the man I failed to be. You left your words beside the window, and they found me after dawn. I read what you were feeling after you were already gone. Hammond breeze beneath the rain, get tired with tired reply. Slow horns rise beyond the curtain, then fall beneath the night. One page held a grocery number, another held a train time. Between those ordinary markings were pieces left of you. Ask him if he still remembers why we chose this little place. Tell him I don't need perfection, I just need him in this space. You made it plain and simple, I made everything too hard. You asked for my attention, I guarded my own heart. Why'd she leave the book there? Maybe she was done explaining. Why'd she underline that sentence so the truth would keep on waiting? Why didn't I see it sooner? You only saw what served your pride. She wrote her loneliness in margins while you slept there by her side. I thought the things you wrote were little thoughts to pass the time. I never knew those pages carried what you could not carry alone. You told me the truth without raising your voice. I lived beside the evidence without asking what it meant. Now every line sounds louder than any goodbye I could. You left your words beside the window where the midnight rain could see. You left the truth in faded pencil for the man I failed to be. You left your words beside the window, and they found me after dawn. I read what you were feeling after you were already gone. I keep that book upon the shelf now. I don't read those pages nightly. I don't need the wound that bright. But sometimes when the rain starts, I remember that one line. A heart gets tired of being unseen, and I let it change my life. If somebody loves me someday, I will listen while they're near. Wait for written warnings to tell me what I should hear. You left your words beside the window, and I carry what they taught. Love is more than saying forever. Love is noticing the cause. You left your words beside the window, but they don't ask you to return. They only teach a foolish man the lesson he refused to learn. You left your words beside the window, and the rain still falls outside. Now I read the truth in people before Your candle burned down without me. Wax running cold beside the glass. I came home looking for your shadow, but your waiting days had passed. Some flames don't die from one hard wind. They fade when no one tends the light. Rain was sliding down the kitchen window. The house was quiet after 2. That little candle by the record player was the one you always used. You'd light it when the evening settled, pour your coffee, play something slow, then wait until my key turned softly in the lock beside the door. But that night only wax remained and one black thread of smoke. I stared at what was left of it like something in me broke. You had waited through so many evenings with that small flame burning low. I kept thinking you'd stay forever, till forever learned to go. Your candle burned down without me, while I was somewhere wasting time. Your candle burned down without me, like the last hope in your mind. You kept a little light between us till there was nothing left to say. Your candle burned down without me, and I came home after the flame. I found the matches in the drawer with your handwriting on the side. Friday dinner, don't be late. A little note from better times. I remember that cold December when the power left the street. We sat by candlelight for hours, and you fell asleep on me. Back then I knew the sound of your breathing, knew every worry in your eyes. Somewhere I stopped asking questions and started living on replies. She didn't need the roommate brighter, she needed you inside the glow. A flame can warm an empty table, but it cannot make love show. Your candle burned down without me, while I was somewhere wasting time. Your candle burned down without me, like the last hope in your mind. You kept a little light between us till there was nothing left to say. Your candle burned down without me, and I came home after the flame. Hammond rose beneath the rainfall. Guitar answers soft and deep. Horns breathe low around the silence, like a house that cannot sleep. There were circles on the table where 100 candles stood, some from birthdays, some from Sundays, some from nights when love was good. You made rituals from small things. I called them habits at the time. Now I know those little moments were the way you kept us alive. You'd say, sit down, the night is ours. I'd say, maybe when I'm through. And every time I chose another thing, the flame grew farther from you. Why'd the candle burn so low? She was waiting far too long. Why'd she stop replacing it? She knew the hope was gone. Why didn't I see the warning? You thought the light would always stay, but every flame needs someone near, or darkness learns the way. I used to think that candle was decoration, something you liked, something I could replace if it burned down. I didn't understand that every night you lit it, you were making room for us. You were saying, come sit with me, come home to me, notice me while I'm still here. And I kept arriving after the wax was gone. By the time I understood the light, you had stopped striking matches. Your candle burned down without me, while I was somewhere wasting time. Your candle burned down without me, like the last hope in your mind. You kept a little light between us, till there was nothing left to say. Your candle burned down without me, and I came home after the flame.
Your lamp was still warm at midnight, but your chair was standing bare. I touched the shade with both my hands, like your warmth might still be there. Sometimes the light stays longer than the one who used to care. The rain was moving down the window, the record spun without a sound. Your book was closed upon the table, your slippers couldn't be found. I called your name into the bedroom, then listened to the hall. Nothing moved except the curtain and the shadows on the wall. That little lamp beside your chair had always waited there for me. Now it was shining on an empty place I was finally forced to see. You had kept a light between us through every night I stayed away, but a light cannot keep burning when love gets gets nothing back each day. Your lamp was still warm at midnight, but your heart had gone cold. Your lamp was still warm at midnight, like the last story we had told. I came home reaching for forever, found one room and one empty chair. Your lamp was still warm at midnight, but you were no longer there. You used to read there every evening while I wandered room to room. You would say, come sit beside me. I would answer, maybe soon. Soon became another hour, another night, another year. You learned to read without me. You learned to hide the tears. I thought sharing walls was loving. I thought staying meant enough. You were asking for my presence. I kept giving you my stuff. She did not need another present. She needed what you could not buy. A little time beneath that lamplight before the patience in her died. Your lamp was still warm at midnight, but your heart had gone cold. Your lamp was still warm at midnight, like the last story we had told. I came home reaching for forever, found one room and one empty chair. Your lamp was still warm at midnight, but you were no longer there. I found a little note you folded inside the book you left behind. Tonight I waited till 11. Tomorrow I won't waste my time. No anger in the writing, no curse beneath my name. Just one woman reaching somewhere past the edge of the same old pain. I sat beneath that lamp till morning, reading every word again. You had stopped asking me for love and started choosing yourself instead. Why'd she leave the lamp still burning? She had nothing left to prove. Why'd she leave that chair behind her? She was ready now to move. Why didn't I hear the warning? You heard it every night. She kept sitting there beside you till she chose herself over the light. I used to think that lamp belonged to the room. Now I know it belonged to you. You turned it on every night like you were making a small place for us. A little circle of warmth, a little invitation. And every time I said later, I made that circle smaller. So when I came home and touched that shade and felt the last of your warmth, I understood something too late. The light was still there, but the woman who made it mean something was gone. Your lamp was still warm at midnight, but your heart had gone cold. Your lamp was still warm at midnight, like the last story we had told. I came home reaching for forever, found one room and one empty chair. Your lamp was still warm at midnight, but you were no longer there. For months I kept that lamp beside me, turned it on when rain would start. Not because I thought you'd enter, but because because it held my heart. Then one evening I moved the chair closer to the window pane. Let the room become a room again, not a museum for my pain. I kept a lamp but changed its meaning from a wound into a sign. Love needs somebody in the moment, not somebody there in time. Your lamp was still warm at midnight, and now I know what warmth can cost. Not the price of glass so wiry, but the love I let get lost. Your lamp was still warm at midnight till the